Okay, guys, today I'm going to tell you how to get the woman of your dreams. So stick with me and you're going to learn how to get a high value woman. And here's a quick tip. It's not sending pictures of your junk. All right, no matter how impressive it is, okay? You need to definitely save that for later. So let's get into it. I'm going to give you some actionable strategies and things to actually do to attract the woman of your dreams. So have you ever known a guy that just walks in a room and all the women immediately gravitate towards him? Maybe it's one of your buddies. And meanwhile, you're sitting there thinking, this guy's ugly, or he's chunky, or, he's not nearly as, magnetic as I am. What does he have that I don't, But let me tell you, it's masculine energy. It's that quiet confidence, a sense of purpose, an unshakable presence that women are drawn to. And today I'm going to teach you how to tap into that side of yourself that's already there and to embody it, how to stop overthinking, stop chasing, and start attracting the women that you actually want in your life. Because by the end of this episode, you'll understand exactly how to step into your power and own your space. So welcome back to another episode of Level Up with Coach Heather. Today we're diving into this topic, the role of niceness in attraction and the power of authentic masculine energy. So we're going to explore the science behind attraction, discuss insights from experts like Robert Greene, and emphasize the importance of authenticity in relationships and attracting the women that you desire. So I've been receiving a lot of questions lately, about the ideas that nice guys finish last. Is it true? Do women overlook kind and considerate men in favor of what we call the bad boys, right? So today we're going to unpack this myth and delve into what truly makes a man attractive and highlight the significance of being your authentic self. So first, let's kind of debunk this nice guy myth. And this phrase that men who are kind and generous and agreeable are less successful in romantic relationships, less attractive to women. So first, I'm going to tell you about my experience, and then we're going to look at what the research says to back it up. Niceness will win with me every time. This is also true with a lot of my friends. Maybe not in the beginning, but it will always work on you, right? Because when someone is kind, when someone is thoughtful, when someone is considerate, many times when it's not overdone, it makes a woman feel very safe, right? And I know that for me, it makes me feel safe, it makes me feel cherished, and it makes me feel loved. So let's talk about what the research says. Kindness enhances attractiveness. A study published in the British Journal of Social Psychology found that kindness significantly boosts physical attractiveness. Researchers discovered that individuals perceived as kind and helpful are considered more physically appealing. This effect is even more pronounced when kindness is a habitual behavior rather than a one-time act. So if it's authentic and it's something that you just do in your nature, women are going to be more drawn to you. Warmth and agreeableness in long-term relationships. Today, individuals with warm and agreeable personalities are often overlooked initially, but tend to excel in long-term relationships. Their traits align with being affable companions, making them great long-term partners. Focusing on matching with a partner who shares similar warm and agreeable traits can lead to fulfilling relationships. These findings suggest that niceness, characterized by kindness and agreeableness, is indeed attractive, especially for long-term partnerships. All right, now let's talk about the balance between niceness and assertiveness. We don't want to be too nice, right? Because while kindness is valued, it's essential to balance it with assertiveness and confidence. Being too nice can sometimes be perceived as being passive or having a lack of confidence, which is never appealing, right? Confidence is appealing to men and women. We love confidence. Women do not like someone that will just roll over with everything they want. You know, they tell you to run or jump and you say how high. That's too kind, right? That's too agreeable. Just be yourself. Treat the female that you desire like you would a friend, but treat them with respect. Think before you speak. Actively listen to them. You know, this is what women love. You know, some people think, oh, and I'm going to tell you this right now. The bad boy types, a man that if I'm out to dinner on a date, were to say, start talking about other beautiful women in the room, start noticing, commenting on their hair, their eyes. I do not care what the books tell you, men, and research tells you. Every single time a high value woman that's confident in herself and loves herself, she is not into that. She can compliment other women and you can agree with her. I do that regularly because I often notice how beautiful other women are. Their eyes, their aura, big booty, whatever it is, that I think is so attractive. And I will compliment the woman and I will even tell my man, did you see that, amazing booty or how pretty her hair is? That's okay for me to do and you can agree all day, that's fine. What is not okay is when you're sitting at dinner and instead of paying attention to you, your date or your man or your partner or your husband is noticing other women and telling you about them, right? That is the biggest turnoff for a woman because we want our men to think that we're beautiful and we're special and be so into us that they're not even noticing those amazingly beautiful women in the room other than us, okay? So that is a huge turnoff. Turnoff number 2, talking nonstop. I've done it. I've been anxious. I've been nervous. I've been excited. Women and men, sometimes we make the mistake of doing this. Do not do this. Listen. Of course, if you're a talker, be yourself and talk. Some women, including myself, love that. We love that interaction and where you're kind of talking over each other. You get so, into the conversation. What I'm talking about is verbal diarrhea. I'm talking about when you just unload and you're not even paying attention to the verbal cues that the other person is giving you or their body language. Maybe you're boring them or maybe they're thinking that you're so into yourself. It is not a good look to just talk nonstop without giving the other person a chance to respond. So it's wonderful if you're a talker, be yourself, but make sure you take time to notice what they are thinking and feeling about the conversation and include them, okay? Another one that will really kill your attractiveness to a female is bragging. And, we've all done this, right? Because sometimes we want to feel that external validation, but resist the urge to do this. I'll never forget, I was sitting at the Alfondin in Winter Park and this man came up. I'm a cardiac thoracic surgeon, one of the best in the world. I'm sure you've heard of me. And this is my friend. You've probably heard of him. And da-da-da-da-da. And the whole time they were just going on this, he was going on this monologue. We have to attend this event in the pharmaceutical event for just a minute. We just have to pop our head in. I'm going to steal my friend away for a few minutes, but we definitely want to party with you. And we know that you're going to want to party with us later and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And the whole time I'm not saying a word. I'm actually haven't spoken one time to either one of these men, and I'm thinking, I'm wearing a wedding ring and I'm giving you a look that I am not feeling this. Like, who do you think you are? Research indicates that women are attracted to men who display both assertiveness and warmth. So let's talk about dominance and attraction. Studies have shown that women are sexually attracted to dominance in men. Though dominance did not make men likable to women, this suggests that while dominance can enhance sexual attraction, it should be balanced with likability for long-term relationships. And keep in mind, you're seeking to attract high-value women. If you want a one-night stand, that might be a different conversation, okay? What we're talking about right now is having a partner. So, therefore, integrating kindness with confidence and assertiveness creates a compelling combination that many find attractive. So, let's talk about what Robert Greene says about masculine energy. Renowned author Robert Greene offers profound insights into human behavior and attraction. In his book, The Art of Seduction, Robert Greene emphasizes the power of ambiguity and the fusion of traits, being both masculine and feminine, so confident and kind, impudent and charming, subtle and outrageous. And if we think about it, we're all kind of like that anyway, right? So this is a lot about being who you are authentically, really tapping into that and having the confidence to share it with the world. And also, this quote highlights the allure of embracing a spectrum of qualities, suggesting that a dynamic and multifaceted personality can be incredibly seductive. Greene also underscores the importance of boldness. Everyone admires the bold. No one honors the timid. And this is true for men and women. Boldness in this context refers to the courage to be authentic. So we're circling back to that authenticity, to take risks and to assert oneself confidently. So to go up to the beautiful woman that you think so pretty and tell her she's pretty, or strike up a conversation. So now let's dive deeper into authenticity, which is the core of true attraction. At the heart of attraction lies authenticity. Neuroscientists say it's the number one quality that men and women are attracted to. Being genuine and true to oneself not only fosters self-confidence, but it also attracts those who appreciate you for who you really are. Embrace your true self. Authenticity is magnetic, and when you present yourself genuinely and as who you truly are without pretense, it fosters trust and it deepens connections. There is someone for everyone. The world is vast and everyone likes something different. There's a huge array of preferences. So by being authentic, you increase the likelihood of attracting someone who resonates with who you truly are. Masculine energy is often associated with action, purpose, and strength. It's about being grounded, decisive, and confident. But let's be clear, embodying masculine energy isn't about adhering to outdated stereotypes or suppressing emotions. It's about being authentic again. There's that authenticity. It's about integrity, and it's about a deep sense of self-awareness. The truer to who you are that you present to the world, the more people will love you. The more those high-value women will be attracted to you. And remember, there's that pervasive belief that nice guys finish last. But research shows that this is just not true. That kindness and kind behavior significantly enhance a man's attractiveness to women overall. Now, it's not about being overly accommodating or losing oneself to please others. It's not about being a pleaser. It's about genuine kindness combined with confidence and assertiveness, and maybe a little common sense, right? Whatever the books say, if you comment about other beautiful women while you're with a high value, beautiful woman, if she's confident, she's gonna she's gonna fly the coop. It may work for a one night stand, but nah, she's not, just so that she can prove to herself she can get you and then dump you. So let's go again back to The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene and look at what he talks about, the different male stereotypes of seducers. First is the rake, intensely passionate, persistent. The rake's unabashed desire can be intoxicating. However, it's essential to balance this intensity with respect and authenticity. What about the ideal lover? This type creates a fantasy, making their partner feel uniquely special. They are attentive, kind, understanding, and deeply romantic. Next, there's the charmer. Socially adept and pleasant, the charmer uses wit and grace to attract. They focus on making others feel comfortable and valued. So see what these archetypes have in common, right? None of them are mean, right? And none of them are pointing out other women or being disrespectful. So it's not about adopting a facade, but recognizing and cultivating genuine traits that resonate with your true self. So, I recommend getting his book and reading all the archetypes or looking them up and thinking about which one can you identify with and kind of use to your advantage. Which one are you the most like? And then expound on those strengths that are known to seduce women, right? And seduce people in general, make people love you. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to give you some real life examples from me and my friends about guys, attractiveness, what guys get the girls. So, one time I met this guy. He was not anybody that I would ever be attracted to physically, but he was so nice. He was so engaging. He did all the things that I'm talking about today. He opened up about his life, so he showed vulnerability. He was extremely authentic. So he showed authenticity about his life. He showed authenticity about himself. He was very open and complimentary about what he felt about me. So he was very authentic with that. He was very confident. So even though he was kind and he was kind of going through a rough time, he was very confident. He did show ambition. What I'm saying is that is a guy that I typically would never be attracted to, but yet I entertained him. Perfect example that nice guys don't finish last, and that being conventionally attractive doesn't always matter. But perfect example that nice guys don't finish last, and that being conventionally attractive doesn't always matter. Now, I'll tell you about another person. So good looking, so handsome, such a great active listener, and asking me all the right questions, and also being complimentary, being very kind. Like this. I loved it, right? Very handsome and kind. Handsome to me. Now remember, that's different for every female, right? I mean, what I like is completely different than what my best friend likes or what, Sharia likes. We all like something different. So when I say attractive to me, maybe not conventionally attractive. It's very different of what men like, what women like, and what attracts people. So I will tell you that one of the most attractive men that I've ever met in my life was my husband. And when I first met him, I did not think he was conventionally attractive. But he was so kind, he was so sweet. All the things we talk about, authentic, funny, all the things that we've talked about today, aside from the seduction part, he wasn't one of those archetypes, but he was fun, he was sweet, he was kind, he complimented me, He made me feel safe. He made me feel special. He made minimum wage because he was in college and I was in high school. But he would still pay for dinner. He would still make me feel cared about, and like he would, protect me. And I just fell head over heels in love with him. And then once I fell in love with him, I thought he was the handsomest thing I've, ever seen in my life. So, and I will tell you that, the times that we've separated and, dated other people or whatever, when we got back together, it was because I came back to my true self and he came back to his true self. He started being his true self, which is kind, which is authentic, which is, can be vulnerable at times, which is also confident. And also he's not needy, he's very independent. So a lot of times when we separated or lost our way, it was because we started acting like different people. And that other person was like, I'm not putting up with this, especially when we are both charismatic, and there's plenty of fish in the sea, right? So be yourself. There is someone out there who will think you are the best thing they've ever seen. But don't send pictures of your junk right off the bat. Don't talk about other women when you're with her. Unless it's, talking about your past or something. But, you're not going to tell your new girlfriend how big your ex's boobs were, how much bigger they were than hers, or how much bigger her butt was, than yours, because that's a surefire way for them to never see you again. So just be kind, be yourself, and you'll get the girl of your dreams.
You could see that you're good enough. Try to believe that you're good enough.